to order. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Next thing on the docket is public hearing, so I would entertain a motion to go into public hearing.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second to go into public hearing. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I'm also aye. The public hearing is to receive comments regarding a proposed increase to water rates based on a memo sent by the city of Galax to Grayson County for the purchase of the Fairview and Old Town water system and the adoption of a proposed ordinance establishing user rates for the Fairview and Old Town water system. As a reminder to the speakers, 3 minutes that we provide to everyone. If you would state your name and address. Ronald Taylor.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, Ronald Taylor, 145 Tree Lane.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just concerned because I just got hooked up on the water here a few months. My well wasn't bad up there. And, I didn't think it was going to go up that high. That's about all I can say about it.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you. David Petty.
Yes, I'm David Petty from 2940 Skyline Highway. And first of all, I'm glad to have the county water because, I've got 2 wells, I've got a spring, but I'm still glad to have the county water because I've got a hot tub and a swimming pool and I use a lot of water. But my only concern is, if I've heard right, it just seems like I understand it going up. Everything else, what happened, And I understand that the city of Galax is going up on the county. So it has to go up, but I just didn't understand why it would be going up that much. That's all I would say.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody got anything before we go out of the public hearing? That's the last speaker on the list.
Are we going to discuss it after we come out?
We can discuss it after we come. Okay, at this point, I entertain a motion to come out of public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Mr. Anderson. Oh, I thought you said you wanted to talk.
Oh, I was asking, yeah, well, I thought we would give the gentleman an answer.
Yeah, we can't speak to you during the public hearing, but we can address your concerns once we're out of the public hearings, which now we are. And help me out, Mr. Board, if I'm missing something here. The rate increase of 35% is simply pass through. Galax is charging us more, and we have to charge more. That water project out there runs this county at about a $250,000 deficit. I get that number wrong?
We were 178 last year, 170. So we're operating at a deficit. You understand? So
it's costing the county.
It's costing the county money to run your water right now. All the citizens, there's 450 citizens connected in Old Town. And so it's costing the county an extra, out of taxpayer money, $175,000. We're trying to reduce that number. Galax, the city of Galax has about a $16 million water problem system out there right now. So they increased the rates to us. So we increased the rates based on what they increased to us to $650 to the citizens. And so we're still operating in a deficit. Now it's not, what's the deficit expected to be this next year, Vicki?
30,000.
No, 70,000, right? It's about 70,000, right?
I think it's about 30.
Okay.
Even with the rate increase, the county is still losing money delivering water to just a handful of the citizens of the county. So we're trying our best to figure out how to be fair here, but we've got to go up just to pass the cost along.
We had some discussions with Galax to see if we could somehow lower the rates. Their argument to us was, they have maintained a high tax rate to their citizens, and lower water rates is kind of a balancing act for them. But that's kind of where we're at. So we tried to negotiate with them. There's not had a lot of success at this point in time. But we're not making any money off water. We're just trying to provide based on where the city of Galaxy is where your system. We provide the maintenance to the systems when they go down. And so that costs us some money, costs the county some money. But we don't make any money off of water. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing that we're talking about looking into some other options on doing our own thing, because from what I'm seeing, it's just going to continue to go up from Galax. I mean, everything's going up, as you know, but it seems like it's going up at a pretty high rate. And in the past, for a number of years, we've been running a deficit. I don't know how many years, but for a number of years, I guess we're just trying to get caught up on that. But hopefully we can come up with some kind of solution, maybe provide our own water. But
And if nothing else, it might be some leverage to
Yeah.
help get a better rate with the city, but
because they don't want to lose us as customers either. So if we get serious about
Well, we had a discussion, just so the board says, I had a discussion with the city. They're interested in taking on the residents as their own customers and trying to get the rates a little bit closer. They had to do a little work to study through that. But that was their biggest kickback is, hey, our taxes are double yours. And so our citizens are getting hit a lot harder from a tax basis. Now, they had a thought of in-city and out-of-city rates. But I don't know that he thought through that enough. But he was not opposed to having, because it's really just capacity for us, right? We don't,
basically just taking them on as their own
as our own
customers.
customers. There would be some difference in the rate because they're out of city. But he said, let me see if we can work on some efficiencies with this. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that, the headwaters of their watershed forms in our county, it runs for miles through our county, then they pump it back up to us and stuff. But there's got to be some better solution.
one of the other things I'll tell you that's interesting that I learned was they're trying to get go through USDA grants to get funding to work on the water system. One of the things they're having problems with is their water rates are so low in the city that they're not eligible for certain grants right now. So they're going to have to think through that as well, which is insane. So anyway,
Counterintuitive.
yeah, right.
Hope that addressed some of your questions. So the next thing on the agenda is the ordinance. If we could,
So
do I just need a motion to approve the ordinance? Or?
The ordinance is for Grayson County, Virginia, establishing water rates for Fairview and Old Town water system. If you want to, if we don't have to read the ordinance, then you just need it's a roll call vote. So you
Roll call to accept the ordinance.
Yes, sir.
Somebody needs to make that motion. Motion to adopt an ordinance for water rate.
I'll second that.
A motion and a second, roll call vote, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Ash. Mr. Cornett. Ms. Thomason.
Aye.
I'm also aye. Okay, is there any public comment other than?
Yes.
Well,
I'm getting to him. He takes them in order.
Oh, okay. Okay, public comment, Mr. David Petty.
But
I'm already.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
There was a public hearing and then this is just.
Signed the wrong.
Mr. Taylor, would you like to speak again? You're on the list.
That's why I'm wrong seat too. I'm talking, I was supposed to be talking about.
Little?
Yeah.
Barry Little?
Yes.
Okay. If you would, come up to the podium and state your name and address and, we provided 3 minutes.
Okay. My name is Barry W. Little. I live at 323 Louisville Lane. I was just wondering what we're getting on with the water out our way. And what do I need to do to be notified that these meetings are going on? This I thought was going to be at 5:30. And I just happened to read the paper down here a little while ago and it's 5. So, where do we stand?
we're not allowed to interchange with you during public comment. When
We
come
can't
out,
respond
we
until.
can't respond until afterwards.
After public comment, we'll address that.
All right, thank you. Debbie Lou?
Yes, mine's pretty much the same as what
Okay.
Barry just stated.
Heather Litton?
I'm gonna run right behind him.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's the last one that's on the sign-up sheet. If there's anybody who wants to speak, who hasn't, we still have some time. But the Louisville Lane project has been on, since I've been on the board. So we're going on 3 years. And we've committed to invest $500,000 into extending Louisville Lane to add the water. At the same time, we're losing money on every gallon of water that goes through that system because Galax is not. So it's kind of a weird time that we're having to raise the rates just to keep up with Galax charging us more money for our water. At the same time, we're making a $500,000 investment to extend this system to pick up 10 to 15 people. So the money has been appropriated, Mr. Boyer. Can you give us a full update on it?
So I talked to the engineering firm today, just to get the latest update. We've completed the county permitting, we've completed the health department permitting. The only permit that's still outstanding is the Department of Transportation, and that has already gone through the first cycle of corrections. We anticipate having the final done on that within the next 2 weeks. As soon as that goes final, we'll sign off, the county will sign off and put it up for a bid. We anticipate that it will be out for bid for 30 days. And then about a 2 to 3 week review period of the bid process. We expect to be hiring a contractor shortly after that. All those dates come together. We should be turning shovels around the first or second week of September this month.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Sorry. I was gonna, are we estimating roughly December having water goes to?
They start the construction in the first 2 weeks of September. We actually don't anticipate that the project's gonna take more than about 6 weeks to complete. So there's some testing processes we have to go through after the actual construction is done, flushing and stuff like that for the health department. But, you know, we actually anticipate meeting the December estimate that we had by several months. I can't give a solid date, obviously. But
Right. And that would just cost you folks. Anytime the government gives you a date, you add to it.
I think you got
But we're getting closer is the
Year
good
and a
news.
half.
we expect it to be at least 5 more weeks in the permitting process. It looks like we're gonna be about a month, between a month and a half ahead on that, so.
I'll just so you guys make sure not hold you to that date. So I can keep things on track, right?
Anything else?
The other thing on public hearings I'll say is, Linda, can you just talk about our process for public hearings? The man in the back had questions about that.
We advertise in the paper, we also advertise or we put the ad on our Facebook page, and it's on our home, on our website as well, under news and information. I don't know what else to tell you. You're welcome to call every month and ask me what time. If our agenda is short, then yes, we do meet about 5:30. If we have other stuff that goes on there that might be a little bit longer, it's hard to gauge your time, then we would start at 5. We've never started before 5, but you're welcome to call me every month to see what time they meet, if you'd like.
We don't have a PSA meeting every month. It's just if there's something like this that comes up that we need to be addressing, but it is always advertised in the paper. Okay, anybody got anything else? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
Motion and second, all those in favor signify by saying aye. I'm also.